How do you get a 30-second crowd control effect in PvP in the Burning Crusade Classic after all class CC abilities have been changed to last only 10 seconds in PvP? Is there any way to get anywhere above that? There, many people think that there's no way to get above that. It's locked at 10 seconds, but nope. There is one way that I know personally. There probably might be another way to get a CC above 10 seconds. And that is using the item this item right here, this item right here on screen, Magic Dust. Magic Dust is an item that you'll basically be using throughout all the game, well in PvP, and mainly Arathi Basin and Eye of the Storm. You will not be using it in Alterac Valley or Song Gulch. If you want to, you can, but what you will be using, but for for all of you other PvPers, the only way PvPers that want to get this item, there's only one real way. There's only one way to get it, and that's from Dust Devils in Westfall, which this is the pathway you're gonna want to follow on screen right now. You're gonna want to start here, right here, or if there's one over here, you're gonna start right there. Then you want to kill one Dust Devil right here. There's one in this area. Then you go all the way up here, and there's one over here. And then in this area, there's one. Down here at the edge, there's one. And then there's one here, another one here, and another one here. And then you go all the way down to over here. Then you go up. I think there's one somewhere over here. And then there's one right here. There's one right here. And then you're back at where you started. Rinse and repeat until you get the amount you need. Now, what is the overall benefit of these? Well, in Arathi Basin, let's say you want to go get a flag, and you know there's only one person guarding it. It's if you, what I personally do is I first get them to use their PvP trinket, and then once they use their PvP trinket on me, I magic dust them so I can get the flag. Cause if they don't have a PvP trinket, they have no way of getting out. If they're a shaman, I kill their tremor totem so that tremor totem can't break them out of a sleep. And it will even go through a paladin's blessing and protection spell as it does classified as shadow magic. Jake. And here's one funny thing: there is actually there's only two ways, well, three ways really to break out of this. If you're undead, you can use Will of the Forsaken. If you're a shaman, you can place down Tremor Totem, and it will with that text it will break you out. And the last way, and this is for all races, the PvP trinket. Before then, you couldn't use the PvP trinket to break yourself out of sleep. So if you were asleep, there was no way of getting out. Oh, now and in fact, here's some footage on screen of me of it lasting the full duration, 30 seconds, and you can just see how overpowered this item is of taking a player out of the game for 30 seconds straight. Right? But I will warn you though. One thing I will warn you: it does have a random chance to break early, which means, but it will last 10 seconds. So which means you could have it last for 10 seconds, and then it could break at the 19-second mark, anytime. Break like 19 19 point and 18.9 break just every second. You get the point. It breaks. But you can see back here in some video footage that I'm farming it, and you're seeing that I'm not getting any right now, and that's because these Dust Devils only have a 14% chance of dropping this item, which is ridiculously low. Not too low, but it's like the amount you need to at least get the time you need to get one is maybe a lap around there if you're lucky. I've one time been so lucky where I got 8 of them, which is a lot. Which that means you can have them. You can use. Which means you can sleep 8 targets every minute because this does have a 1-minute cooldown, and it says only one target can be sleeped at a time. I don't know how this item really can be used to get two, but somehow it can. But this item is super powerful. I personally say, guys, if you're a PvPer in TBC Classic and you do a lot of battlegrounds, get this item. Especially if you're Alliance, you can get this item really easily because these are the only mobs that will drop it in the game. And however though, this item was removed in patch 4.0.3a. So in Cataclysm it was removed, but then in Wrath of the Lich King it was changed to only last 10 seconds in PvP, and then they just were like, this item is giving a class a 10-second CC when all some classes actually didn't have any CC at all was unfair. So they made it so you can't. So they just removed it from the game. Personally, I think you all should have this item. And even on like PvP servers, they will go for a lot of gold on the auction house, especially in classic, especially in season mastery. On my current server, Gubar Garber, or however you pronounce the name, it goes on the horde. It goes for 6 gold each, which is a lot. And you can even farm these guys at low as level 18. So you could go up there, and if you get one, that pretty much gives you 6 whole gold, which is a lot of gold at level 18. But the annoying part with this quest is not quest, but the annoying part with these mobs is that if you don't have a mount, you have to literally run all the way across the map, which can probably take you around 10 minutes to do one full lap, especially if you're a class that doesn't have a speed increase, which I'm a rogue, so I only have a speed increase every 5 minutes. I think that you all should get this. I still think though, all of you get this item. Like, if you're watching this video, stop the video right now and go get the item. And right now, as you can see, I finally got a magic dust. And I did 2 laps around Westfall. Oh, that is how long it takes you to get it. And then once you do 1 lap, I'd say you'll see at least 1 magic dust every 2 laps. But however, the more you kill these mobs, you don't have a higher chance of gaining it, a magic dust because it's just a complete random chance. But if you get it, you're so lucky. That is magic. Now that's one item. That's how you get 30-second CC in PvP. Some people. Now you might ask me now, well, I know about CC, but the 30-second CC in PvP, he in Battlegrounds, does it work in arenas? Here's one thing. No. If it worked in arenas, everyone would need to get at least one, and then they would sleep the heal, because then they would just sleep the healer, make them waste their PvP trinket, and then like a rogue, and then then they'll CC them, and then they then just kill the DPS. I'd say here's the one part that you should also be paying attention to in this is that with this item is that it's on the incapacitate diminishing return list. So it does not. So if you were to do that and then we'll hope to sap them to get 40 seconds of CC, you can't do that. It will have the sap. It's not on the sleep diminishing return. However, if you do sleep the target, you can get 40 seconds. And then if you were to blind them, you can get 50 seconds, blind them again, 55 seconds, hibernate them, 60 seconds, which is a whole minute of CC. So you guys can see how powerful this item is is I personally love this item. I try and get at least one before I enter like a battleground, like a Wrathy Basin. That way I can sleep the target so I can get the uh, flag. Or heck, you can even heck one time I even did use a Warsong Gulch to sleep the enemy flag carrier because they killed our flag carrier and they were about to get the flag. I sleeped them and then I saved them. And then I got the flag. I picked up the flag. I sapped them and picked up the flag. Like, and it does have, and one of the coolest parts about this, it has a 30-yard range, meaning you could be like on you could be in the flag room, like on the roof, and sleep them in Warsong Gulch. Or you can be like in the mine and sleep them. It's really it's just it's an overall powerful item that you guys should get immediately that you want after watching this video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.